So on paper, the idea of making Toy Story 4 is really bad. Why would they make a fourth if the first three were already really good? Like, I still can't understand that, but in this review we'll find out if it is any good, and if you should go see it. Okay, we'll start with the obvious. All the returning characters are always really good on screen. All of them, like Buzz, Woody, Jessie, Bo Peep, Bullseye, Rex, they're all back and they all steal the scenes that they're in. I did really enjoy seeing them again. I didn't think I would like them in this one as much as I did, but I did leave the cinema liking them a fair amount, which was good. I was a bit concerned going into this film. I was almost convinced it was going to be bad. I wasn't too sure on how I would view the movie, and I did watch it when I was very sick, so it could have been a fever dream like experience I had. But I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really good. I watched it again with some other people, and they got very bored. I don't know how they got bored. I thought it was really good. The only real flaw I can really see with the movie is that some of the main characters get sidelined, like the main character from the previous films. So you don't really see much of Jessie, Rex, Bullseye, that kind of people. The story really hones in on the new characters, along with Woody, Buzz, Bo. So with the introduction of Ducky, Bunny, Forky, and Duke Kaboom, you do see a fair few of the original characters get sidelined, which I did find somewhat irritating because as a fan of the previous three movies, I did like seeing those characters, and seeing them just get sidelined was a bit disheartening, I guess. Since we mentioned the new characters, may as well talk about them. Ducky and Bunny, played by Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, are my favourite new characters. They were hilarious. Every scene they were in, they were comedy gold. I feel like most of their lines were ad-libs though, because obviously you wouldn't restrict those two really popular actors to a script. So their comedic timing is really well done. I enjoyed all of their jokes. They were all funny. There was one joke that was drawn out and was funnier each time they mentioned it. I also really liked Forky as a character. When I first saw the trailer, I just thought I would hate that character. He looked like the person that would irritate me, who would just annoy the ever-loving crap out of me. But I did really enjoy his character. I thought the opening, I guess, montage with him, where he was constantly trying to find the trash, was really funny. I liked the more heartfelt moments, and overall he had the most character in the entire movie. He was the one who delivered the message of like self-worth, which I really liked in this movie. Because the thing with Toy Story movies is they aren't like basic kids movies. They all have a really deep meaning behind them. Like the third one focused on the toy's mortality, and this one is more about self-worth and how far is too far, I guess, is the vaguest way to put it without spoiling anything, because I still think you guys should go see it before anything gets spoiled for you, because it was really good. And there are a few things that are for spoilers, if I were to do a spoiler video. If I was to do a spoiler video, let me know if you'd be interested down below in the comments. Thank you. I guess, I hope there is a Toy Story 5. I liked how this one ended. I also did like how the third one ended. That was my main concern with this one, is I didn't think that this one would outshine the previous three. And a statement had been released from, I forget who it was, saying that they'd only make a Toy Story 4 if they believed it was better than the third one. And I do think this movie is way better than the third one. It was, what, nearly 10 years ago that Toy Story 3 came out. And I was still fairly young. I was still a kid. But with this one, as I've matured and as I've grown, I've started to see the meaning behind these movies and really the emotional connection I truly do have to these characters. There's a scene near the end where I was very close to crying. I don't usually cry in movies. The most recent one was Avengers, but that's because I was really excited for that movie, and it was tears of joy, not tears of sadness. Except there was. But that's not the point. The point is that, especially with kids' movies, I'm not usually attracted to the characters. I don't really get myself invested in them as much as I did with this film, which I did really enjoy because it's not every day that you get a film about toys that I can really connect to. I liked the emotional beats in this movie. The way it ended felt right and it felt good. And that's all I'll say about the ending because I don't want it to be spoiled for you guys. Also, yeah, side note, Keanu Reeves is in this movie. He plays Duke Kaboom, the Canadian stunt rider. And yeah, he's always good. He's the new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I think. He's in practically every movie. But I liked him in this one. He was different to what I'm used to him as, which is John Wick and Neo from The Matrix. Maybe from Point Break, but I haven't seen that one in a while. But yeah, I liked the new take he does as a new character. He was entertaining to watch. He did bring a fair amount of it brought a lot of a lot of traction to the story. He really pushed it along, which I did really like. I guess at the center of it, this is Woody and Bo Peep's story. They weren't in Toy Story 3. Bo Peep wasn't in Toy Story 3, and they do explain why she wasn't in there at the very start of this movie. But yeah, Woody and Bo carry this film. If they weren't in it, or if they weren't good, this would have dragged. It would have felt horrible. It would have been bad to watch. But they were really good. Probably the best I've seen of Woody and Bo as a character. They've grown a lot since the first movie, and yeah, it's cool to see how far they've come. The animation in this movie is awesome. For some scenes, I had to do a double take. I was like, wait, is that real or is it still animated? Because for some of them, there's a scene at the start in the rain, and the rain genuinely looked real. I couldn't tell it was an animated movie at first. Then as soon as like Woody and the actual kids come in, yeah, that's obviously animated. But they do it in a realistic way, which it's a new take on how humans would look. Well, not new, but like a different take on how humans would look, which I did really like. Overall, I enjoyed Toy Story 4 way more than I thought I would. I thought, like, at best it would be a 7, perhaps. But once walking out of the cinema, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was near perfect. The main thing that I would say is that the sideline characters did annoy me, because I would like to have seen the other characters, because Toy Story 3 juggled a lot of characters very well. The consensus, I guess, for this film is yes, you should go see it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, but I did. Can't believe Pixar got me to like another one of their movies. And yeah, overall I'm going to be giving Toy Story 4 a 9 out of 10. So yeah, sorry about the fact that this review has taken a fair few days to come out. I know it's Tuesday for me, Australian. I know it's Tuesday, but over the course of last week, I saw the film on Thursday, but I was hit with a very bad fever. I couldn't speak on Friday because I was planning to get my review out on Friday. But yeah, I couldn't do it. Sorry about that. I hope you have enjoyed my other 2 reviews of X-Men Dark Phoenix and Men in Black International. I'm hoping to go see... Actually, I'm going to go see the new Endgame, the re-release cut with not extended edition, but like with bonus content. I'm going to go see that on Saturday. So I'll have a review out for that, possibly the same day, hopefully. Depends if I'm not stuck doing assignments, which I very well could be. But yeah, if you can go check out my other reviews, I'll have annotations to them at the end of this, during the outro. As always, if you have seen the movie, I'd like to know what you think down below. Yeah, if you thought it was good, tell me. If you thought it was bad, tell me. And as always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!